house was very cheap, but it was all I could afford for my family. I remember that night like it happened yesterday, but this was 13 years ago. I miss everyone, but when I look at dark corners, I still see its face.
Can you describe the house?
Yes, it was middle size. I guess the average size. But it was old. The realtor told me it was built in the 90s. It had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, a living room, a small terrace. There was also a porch. The curious thing was that it had an attic and a basement. So basically, there were 4 levels. My children used to play a lot in those places. The vibe was good at first, but as time passed, my late wife and I started feeling something strange. It had long hallways and a spare room for entertainment. We filled that room with trinkets, odds and ends.
What triggered everything?
After a few weeks of moving in, some noises started bothering us. Most of the time the noises would come from the attic. One of my children was sure they came from the basement instead. We weren't sure. But as days went by, it became clearer that something or someone was in the house. We called the police so many times that they stopped coming to the house. Every time they searched, they found nothing. My wife was skeptical about all that. I was really worried, and some nights I couldn't sleep. The noises began to become stronger.
Can you describe the noises?
Yes, that is actually something I think I will never be able to overcome. I believe that's the reason I'm here in the first place. The noises, they were quiet knockings at first. Every now and then it sounded like dragging. The scariest moment was when that damn thing dared to knock on our bedroom's door. We never answered. We tried our best to never answer or interact with it. But that seemed to make it angry. It started provoking us further. Occasionally there were knocks inside the walls. When the noises were stronger, we would play music loudly. That's when the knocks became like steps on the ceiling. Strong steps, like someone who is heavy. God, the more I remember, the more it hurts. Does it really help to let it all out?
Of course, it always helps. You are doing fine. This process may take months, even years. Did you ever get to see the thing physically?
Unfortunately, I do remember. How can someone unsee things? It was tall and dark. Like a shadow, but only one time I saw its face. White face, no nose, no mouth. I don't remember the eyes. I really never saw a body, only ethereal darkness. I saw its face a couple of times when I went to the attic to store things. I never told anyone. What could it have been? A demon? An angel? A dead person's spirit? Something else? Is there something else? The only good thing is that I never heard its voice. Could it have a voice?
Paranormal activity is common in many places. What happened to you? It's been one of the darkest cases in many years. Let's finish today by recalling how you found your family that morning. The more you are able to tell it, the more you'll heal.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, it is. It's painful but necessary.
Well, if there is no choice, I guess I have to talk about it to let it go. 13 years ago, I had to work the night shift. It was mandatory due to the economic problems of the company. I used to be the manager back then. I had to stay until 4 in the morning. My wife didn't answer the phone. I texted her since 11 p.m. I thought she was sleeping. When I arrived, everything was quiet. I called everybody's name, no answer came back. After 3 minutes of dead silence, I started to get worried. I started walking slowly through the hallways. Every light in the house was turned on. Every other door was opened. I looked everywhere. All the rooms seemed to be neatly tidied. I was more than worried by that moment. The sun was almost rising. The night was vanishing, and so my family, apparently. I had two more places to look at: the basement and the attic. I feared the worst. I decided to go down to the basement first. I walked the stairs slowly. The light was also on. When I reached the bottom of the stairs, I saw nothing. It was as if someone had organized everything. Not a single trace of my family. I wanted to go crazy. I had only one room left to search, where all the noises began. I took a deep breath and went upstairs. I ran from the basement's door to the attic's entrance in the ceiling of the second floor. I pulled the cord, shaking. As I started going up, I had a chilling sensation in my spine. That light was off. There is a small hallway and another entrance. I opened that and I didn't see nothing first because it was completely dark. A few steps further, straight from the entrance, I pulled the light bulb cord. There they were, the four of them: Marco, Isaiah, Candace, and my wife Loretta. Hanging. Lifeless.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for weekly stories. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the story and share the video. And remember, our stories don't just end. They echo.